Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ensured that Bimala Prasāda, later known as Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākur, received the highest standard of education. During that period, Western education was highly valued by Bengal's Bhadralok, educated elite, as they considered it essential for success, respect, and cultural advancement. However, education was not widespread, and the distinction between the educated and uneducated was stark. Although Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura did not have strong attachment to material education, and often remarked, "Material knowledge turns a person into a donkey." However, he recognized that if Bimala Prasāda was to influence prominent members of society, he needed to be culturally aligned with them and able to present the teachings of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu in a language they could accept. Bimala Prasāda began his formal education at an English school in Ranaghat. In September of the 1880, he enrolled in the Oriental Seminary in Calcutta. By the age of 7, he had memorized the entire Bhagavad Gita and could explain its verses according to Vaiṣṇava philosophy. In 1883, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura was transferred to Srirampur near Calcutta, and in October of that year, he enrolled Bimala Prasāda in the Union School. Later, in 1887, he joined the Metropolitan Institution in Calcutta, where he studied Sanskrit grammar and astrology. However, his primary interest was always spiritual knowledge rather than material learning. Every Sunday, distinguished scholars and devotees gathered at Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākur's Visva Vaishnava Sabha meetings. Bimala Prasāda attended these gatherings and listened attentively as his father explained Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. He also took responsibility for handling the manuscripts and carrying them to and from the meetings. In 1885, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura dedicated part of his Bhakti Bhavan residence as a Vaishnava depository, establishing a library and printing press called Śrī Caitanya Yantra. He restarted the publication of Sajjana Pushani and trained Bimala Prasāda in editing, proofreading, typesetting, and operating the printing press. Bimala Prasāda mastered these skills and even learned to diagnose and repair mechanical faults in the press. That same year, Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura took Bimala Prasāda and his other children on a pilgrimage to various places associated with Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu in Bengal. One evening, they arrived late at the outskirts of Kulinagrama, a village known for its many devoted followers of Mahaprabhu. They arranged to spend the night at a temple. The next morning, as they entered the village, some locals asked, "Where did you come from, and where did you stay last night?" When they answered, the villagers were astonished. "How could you sleep there? That place is haunted by a Brahma-Rākṣasa, a powerful ghostly being, which throws stones at anyone who goes there after dark." Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura replied, "Yes, it tried to disturb us, but I chanted the Hare Kṛṣṇa Mahāmantra loudly, and it fled." The villagers, realizing they were speaking with Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, whose books they had heard about, became overwhelmed with reverence. They asked, "But that ghost, when alive, also used to chant Hare Krishna. Why did he become a ghost? And why did he flee upon hearing your chanting?" Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura explained that priest merely uttered the syllables of the holy name, but because he lacked true devotion, his chanting was just a mechanical repetition, mere movement of the lips, devoid of heartfelt bhakti. Then he asked, what kind of person was that priest? The villagers replied, he was not a good man. He committed many sins, although he was constantly chanting Harinam. Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura explained, those who engage in kirtan for wealth or social prestige are actually deceivers. Śrīla Jagdananda Pandit states in Premavivarta, "A sādhu-saṅga bhai, Krishna naam, nahi hai. Namakshara, bahiraya bhai naam kabhunaya." O brother, in the company of non-devotees, one cannot truly chant Krishna's name. Only the external syllables come out, but the real name never manifests. Krishna's name is non-different from Krishna himself, it is fully pure and transcendental. However, materialistic people cannot grasp the real essence of Nama. That priest was not actually chanting Hare Krishna, instead, he was committing Namprad, offense to the holy name. As a result, due to severe offenses, he became a ghost. The villagers asked, can he ever be freed from this ghostly existence? Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura replied, if he hears the pure name chanted, or if he listens to the proper explanation of the Bhagavata or Gita from a genuine saint, he can attain liberation. After this incident, the ghost's disturbances ceased. The villagers then understood the exalted spiritual stature of Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, whose pure kirtan not only liberated suffering spirits but had the power to free all of humanity from material bondage.